Hi everyone, the key to a good night's sleep is a good bedtime ritual, and that's why I've developed this very short yin yoga practice for you to use as part of that today. So yin yoga is a really good way to calm the body down and prepare the body for sleep. All you're going to need is a couple of cushions, grab yourself a blanket or two, get into some really cozy clothes and join me on the mat. There's a few things that you can do before we begin. Make sure your body is really warm and comfortable, so nice warm comfy clothes, warm fluffy socks, get that blanket ready. The other thing you can do is turn down the lights. That's a really good way to prep the body for sleep. And lastly, stay away from screens. So when you're done with this video, whatever you're going to go and do next, pick up a book or whatever it may be, but just stay away from screens before you go to bed. Okay everyone, so we're going to start in child's pose. So I want you to come to a kneeling position. If you find kneeling uncomfortable, maybe have a little bit of a blanket under the back here for support. And we're going to roll the body forwards. If you have a cushion or a block and you want to give support to the head here, you can. So you can walk the hands forward, take the head down to the floor. And if that head isn't quite reaching the floor, you can either make fists and rest your head into your fists, or you can use a block or a cushion. So another thing that you can use is have a couple of cushions or a yoga bolster in front of you. Part the knees and give the body loads of support. So taking the head down, if you are using cushions, turn the head to the side. And just allowing your body to find its own comfortable version of this posture. Child's pose is just such a good way to start to draw your attention in, away from the outside world, away from the day that you've had, and to start to just really be here with yourself. So allowing your body to begin to soften and give its weight over to the floor. Each time that you breathe out, allow your body to let go just a little bit more than the breath before. Breathing out and letting go. Breathing out and letting go. Breathing in and out through the nose. Taking the breath in, allowing the belly to rise. Breathing out, allow the belly to fall. Breathing in, belly rise. Breathing out, belly fall. Letting that breath become a little bit deeper, a little bit longer as you breathe all the way down into the belly now. Feeling your body release tension each time that you breathe out. Tension beginning to melt away. Becoming aware of the feeling of your own body, so coming home to your body, home to your breath. The more you breathe out, the more you let go. Breathing all the way down into the belly has an incredibly calming effect on the nervous system, so keep that going. finding little ways to let go. A few more breaths here. Slowly walking the hands back in, ready for our first posture. And we're going to use legs up the wall. So legs up the wall posture is a really good way to bring your body into a state of rest. So bring yourself over to a section of wall, bring your blanket with you, and just fold your blanket as I have done. Leave a little bit of a gap away from the wall because we want this to sit just into the lower back area. So taking yourself close to the wall. And taking the legs up so that you can see this blanket is just sitting just above the lower back, just kind of middle back area. And we can lay back and just allow the legs to come up the wall. And this just gives such a lovely release to the lower back muscles that can get tight and achy during the course of the day. So a lovely release for the back. Legs can be straight or they can be a little bit bent. And the arms can either rest up onto your belly, which is nice just to start to connect with your breath and feel your breath coming and going. Or if you want to open the chest, open the shoulders, you can take the arms up above you. Maybe take hold of either elbow. So again, it's just with yin yoga postures, it's always about finding the version of the posture that works best for your unique body. So again, breath is coming and going through the nose. Allowing the belly to rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. So rather than letting that breath sit up in the chest, we're bringing it down, all the way down into the belly breathing. Maybe let that breath be just a little bit longer, a little bit smoother. Each time that you breathe out, continue to allow your body to find little ways to let go. And beginning to ground your attention with just the feeling of your own body, the feeling of your breath coming and going. Is as simple as just allowing yourself to begin to notice now and observe the feeling of all of the different parts of your body. All the different experiences you're having there, so the feeling of stretch or opening, feeling of softening, letting go. Really be there with your body as you breathe. And as you're tuning in, if your mind pops in with thoughts of the day, things that have happened, things that might happen tomorrow, just Notice them and let them fade away again. So let them come and breathe out and just let them go. And just spend the time here with the body, returning to this observation. Resting the attention with the body. The arms feel like they've had enough, you can take them down. You don't have to keep them where they are, so feel free to adjust your postures. If you need to take a rest with the feet, just take them down for a moment, take the knees out to the side. Doesn't matter what position you're in, as long as you're just breathing out and letting go. And breathing out and letting go. So we are ready to come down out of the posture, wriggling the toes a little, bringing the feet back down. Maybe just take a moment, hug those knees in, and come down to the side, pressing up nice and slowly. Okay guys, so coming into reclined butterfly now. I'm going to use a bolster, but you can use cushions or you can use blankets instead. So sitting onto the floor, taking the bolster into the small of your back or cushions and laying back slowly. Take your time. Let your heels come in close and your knees come out to the side. And as we come back here, and just see how you feel. If this is feeling lovely, stick with it. If it's feeling too strong, maybe just use something small like a blanket rolled under the back. And the other thing that you can do here is just, feels really nice to take a blanket or a small cushion up into the arch of the neck and just give support to the head. You can take cushions underneath the thighs as well if you need to give support to the hips or the knees. So in a yin yoga practice, we are looking for a nice amount of stretch, something that's there, but something that isn't sharp or aggressive. So if it does get sharp or aggressive in the knees or the hips, cushions underneath the thighs to give support to those areas. Closing the eyes. And with the arms out to the side, we get a nice stretch through the chest. If you want to take the arms up higher, you can, to get more stretch. You can even take the hands behind the head, let the elbows fall out to the sides. Where you might just want to rest the body, you might really want to focus on letting go, and you might want to take the arms lower. So again, there's no one set way, just finding what works for you and your body. Closing the eyes, breathing through the nose, barely breathing as we continue now to allow the body to soften, to allow the mind to let go. So arriving home with the body, so there's nowhere else that you need to be right now, and nothing else that you need to be doing. So just let yourself be here and breathe. Spending a little bit of time resting your attention with your body and with your breath. As you feel into different areas of the body, you may start to notice little hidden pockets of tension that may feel ready to let go now as you breathe with them. The more you breathe out, the more you let go. Maybe physically, but also mentally. And if that mind keeps just popping straight back in, don't worry, that is so normal. And the last thing we want to do is get into a fight with the mind. So let it come, let it be active, just give over to that. When you can, find little moments just to breathe out, just let whatever got busy, whatever started up in that mind, just let it fall away. And it might come back in, and at some point you'll feel ready to breathe out, just let it fall away again. This is the only way really to calm the mind. We have to relax down and out of it. You can't fight our way out or try our way out. Let that breath continue to have its effect on the body. You don't have to try, you don't have to put in any effort here, just allow tension, activity, effort, doing, just allow it all to fall away as you breathe. Last few breaths here. out, slowly draw the knees together. Press into your feet for a moment. Lift the hips. So slowly out of this, no rush. And rolling that spine back down now. Pressing into the palms. Using the abdomen to slowly come up to seated. Just bending the knees, relaxing forward for a moment. Just take a few breaths here. Be soft, like a rag doll. Just listen and feel your breath coming and going for a few moments. Nowhere else you need to be, just here with your breath. Okay, so we're ready for our next posture now. Coming down onto your back now, we'll come into a twist, which is excellent for balancing and calming the nervous system. So we're going to draw the knees in towards the chest, and we're going to let the knees come down to the right hand side slowly. Take your time. Head can look in the opposite direction. Opposite shoulder can draw down for the moment. If that feels too strong, grab yourself a cushion and just get a cushion under the knees. The other option there is to take the cushion between the legs. Okay, so allowing the body to relax into this new position. Eyes are closed, just be here. Nothing else needs attending to. Feel into that body, feel into that breath. Just enjoying this little bit of space, this little window that you've given yourself. There's nothing else that you need to do here other than just being with your body and finding little ways to let go, little ways to soften as you breathe. Don't be afraid to have a blanket over the body, make yourself warm and cozy, snuggle up. Breath is just peeling away layers of tension, not just in the body but in the mind. The mind loves to be busy, it loves to navigate. We just need to learn to soften away from that mental effort. We can't control it. All we can really do is let it be there. Be willing to let some of that activity fall away with our breath as we let go, as we breathe out. A twist is a detox pose. Wringing out and letting go of the things that no longer serve us. And you can think, Yin is a practice of just letting go of our need to control. So we can't control the mind, we can't force or control the body. All we can do is allow things to be. And just breathe and invite things to fall away. Little by little, breath by breath, without fighting, without putting in effort. Allow tension, allow effort to fall away. As we take our head back to center, we can take the props away that we've been using. Take the knees back into center. Hug the knees in towards the chest, rocking the knees from side to side. Take deep breaths whenever you want to, in and out through the nose. And we're ready for the other side now. So taking the knees back in towards the chest, taking them down to the left, head over to the right. If any of you find that this is uncomfortable to twist the neck, you can take your head back to center, or you could have a cushion or rolled blanket to support the back of the head and the neck. So you might be different on this side, you might need slightly different support. You can use cushions under the knees, in between the knees as we did before. Closing the eyes and just coming back in. Feeling body, feeling breath. Breathing out and letting go. Breathing out and letting go. Nowhere else you need to be. Nothing that needs to be done. None of the mental activity that comes up in the mind is needed. So as you breathe, just continue to allow it to fall away. Just taking this understanding that we spoke about a moment ago, that yin is about letting go of control. And just taking that energy, that attitude with you to bed. Because we can't control when or how the body is going to fall asleep. We simply can't. The only thing that we can do is let go and allow things to be. And just allow mental effort, physical effort, any striving, any kind of effort, just allow it to fall away as you breathe, surrendering to the moment, letting things unfold however they're going to unfold. Giving over to the lack of control that we actually have. And instead, just enjoying the moment as it is. When you get into bed tonight, just enjoy the rest. Don't aim for sleep, just aim for rest. Enjoy the cozy warm covers, the space. It's your time to stop. It's your time to just be. Aim for rest. instead of aiming for sleep. We're going to take our last few breaths on this side. Taking the knees back into center. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Rock your knees from side to side, loosening, easing off that lower back. And we're just going to rock up to seated. Back into that child's pose, whatever version you was using. And just take a few breaths here to end, parting the knees. And be like that rag doll, just giving the weight of your body over to the floor. Getting heavy, getting soft. Letting that belly rise and fall. Nice and slowly walking those hands back up to seated. So guys, I'm going to link in the description below some more videos that I've made to help you sleep, meditations and yin yoga practices. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, it really helps. And hit the subscribe button and the bell to keep up to date with my weekly videos. And guys, just one more thing, just pop in the comments below if you've got any tips or tricks that really are helping you to sleep during this time, so that we can share them with each other. And just thank you again for being here with me, and I hope you have a really good night's sleep now. Namaste.